go ahead and move on to the strengthening portion of this. And with the strengthening, we're just going to go through a few poses in a vinyasa flow that will help you strengthen your core and your upper body for climbing. So, step to the front of your mat once more. And you'll inhale, arms go up. And exhale into a forward fold. Inhale, your back goes flat. And now when you exhale, try to keep your back flat and put your nose towards your toes or your chin towards your toes. You can place your hands on the ground. You can bend your knees if you need to do this. And you can step or walk back. Jump or walk back into plank position. So plank position is very good for your core. You need to engage your core to hang out in this position. And then even better for your core is the pose called chaturanga. So in chaturanga, you keep your body in the same position as in plank, except you come forward a little bit and dip. You don't touch the ground. My body is not on the ground. I'm holding myself up with my arms. And if you can try and hold this for as long as possible, you'll get some great arm strength. And tuck the feet, open the chest and push up into cobra. And tuck the feet under once more. And just push your butt back and up into downward dog. You can move your feet a little bit closer to your hands. And you try to get your heels on the ground. You can walk your dog, trying to get one heel on the ground at a time. Make sure that your arms are straight, that you're touching the ground, that you're connected to the ground so all of the fingers and the palm are absorbing the energy. And look at your belly button. This will help with your posture so that you can put your shoulder blades a little closer together and get your head between your arms. Then inhale, the right leg comes up. And exhale, step to the outside of your right arm. You can leave the left leg up in the air, or you can put the knee on the ground. This is called lizard pose. You want to go down onto your elbows if you can, to get the pose a little bit deeper. And this is a great hip stretch, a great hip opener. And if you want your hips to be open even more, you can push the right leg out a little bit. The foot can come off the floor to facilitate opening the hip even more. And if you want to try and be fancy, you can try and do this arm balance from here. I'm going to do it this way so you can see it better. So you're in lizard pose. You can feed your right arm underneath your right leg, right? If you can do this, then you can try for the arm balance. Make a shelf with your arm, like so. My leg will go on top of my arm. And then take your left hand, and place it about the same distance as your hands are apart when you were in chaturanga pose earlier. And then start to creep your right foot out to the side, not the front, out to the side. And as you do that, you'll put your weight on your left arm. And then you can raise both feet into an arm balance. And if you can't do that, that's totally okay. But if you're in quarantine and you want to practice it a lot, go for it. Now in coming back, you can just drop that left knee to the ground if it wasn't already there. And make sure that the right knee is still over the right foot. And you can stretch your quads. Your left quad by pulling your foot towards your bum. And make sure you keep breathing. Try to open the chest in this pose as well. And you can release that foot. And then you can just straighten the front leg, the right leg. And you can go into what we call half splits. So even though the leg is out at towards the right angle, at an angle. You can move forward towards the middle of your mat. So just bend forward over that right leg and try to keep this leg activated, the right one, as you pull back with your bum and pull forward, lengthening your spine with your arms. And this is a really great hamstring stretch, and also stretches your calves a little bit. Sorry, my body terminology is kind of off this morning. And if you are super advanced, more than me, you can try and go for the full split by pushing the left leg back flat. And this is again going to open your hips much more and give you a nice hamstring stretch. Now come out of your full splits or your half splits by coming back up into this position. You can place your hands on either side of the right foot and inhale back up and put the right foot back into plank position. And we'll go through the whole sequence again on the left side. So you're in plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower down into chaturanga. Hold it. Inhale, open the chest. Push the shoulders back, down and back. So you're pushing your shoulders away from your ears. Into cobra. And keep your butt loose in this posture. Shouldn't be tension in your back. Just stretching the back up. Inhale. And then exhale, push your butt back into downward dog. You can walk your dog. Look at your belly button. Bring your shoulder blades together. Keep the arms straight. Keep the weight evenly distributed over all parts of your hands. Inhale, the left leg comes up. Exhale, step to the outside of your left hand. Keep the right leg up, or you can drop the knee. You can stay up on your hands or go down onto your elbows. Lizard pose. A few stretches here, a few breaths here. If you want to increase the hip stretch, again, you can push open your hips by pushing out the left leg out towards the left. If you want to go for the arm balance, feed that left arm through underneath the left leg. Make a shelf with the left arm. Bring the right hand about shoulder width apart from the left hand, and creep the left leg out towards the left. And then balance your body on both elbows. That's a very nice back stretch as well. So coming back to the center, out of the arm balance, out of the lizard, just come up. And we're going to stretch the right quads. Bring the right foot up towards the bum. Nice stretch here. Open your chest with each breath. Release the right leg. Straighten the left leg. Inhale up. And bend forward towards the center of your mat. So your left leg will be off to your left and you're bending down the middle. And again, try to lengthen both the leg and your spine. So you're pushing your bum backwards and you're stretching your upper body forwards with your hands. Take some nice breaths here. If you want to go for the full split, you can try and open it up. Nice hamstring stretch, nice hip opener. And then come out of whichever split you are in. Back to the foot and knee balance. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, place them on either side of the left foot. Step back again into plank position. Exhale down into chaturanga. Inhale into cobra. Exhale, push back into down dog. And really hold this and feel nice. Look at your belly button. And you can lower your knees and actually creep your arms much more forward. Get that a little bit out of the frame. Keep your arms forward, 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 forward. And try to keep your back straight and just push your shoulders to the ground so that you can stretch your shoulders. So your scapula should be coming towards each other and your head just goes towards the ground. Couple more breaths here. You can come back into child's pose. Inhale. Untuck your feet into downward dog. Lift the right leg. And again, step to the outside of the right hand. But this is just so that you can be in a leg spread forward fold. If you can, get your head on the ground here. That's great. If not, you can just put your arms on the ground. And if you can do an unassisted headstand, this is a nice, fun way to get into it. Make sure that your arms are the correct distance apart. Place your head in your hands. And use your core to raise your legs above your head. If you can't do the full handstand, you can also just raise your legs like this before trying to get them all the way straight. And really concentrate on engaging your core here. I hope you can still hear me. And most of the weight should be on your arms and your hands. Only 30% of the weight should be on your head. And try to also come down using your core in a very controlled manner. All right, so headstands are a great way to strengthen your whole body for climbing and other things.